Hey guys, GhazzyTV here with another Path of Exile video, and in this one I'm going to talk about building up a baseline currency so that you can either buy upgrades for your build or start profit crafting, which is something that I'm utilizing this strategy for a lot. But mainly this video is to basically enlighten the majority of the community that you have a lot more currency than you think you do. So without further ado, I'm just going to crack into it. A lot of people are asking how you get the initial currency to start profit crafting or start investing into currency farming strategies that requires investment. Not all do. And I just want to make sure that you understand that in the descriptions below, you'll find links to all my guides, including currency making strategies, including profit crafting guides, and my build guides is all there in the link, so do check that out. So what do I mean when I'm saying that you're in a position where you can make more currency, or that you have more currency than you do? And that is in the form of bubblegum currency. So when we start off a league, what I do is I set up a goal for what I want to achieve. Obviously, I want to make my build decent, so you usually run a tabula rasa for the first few days, unless I link a flesh crafter for this version, for example, for this league. And what I do is I sell every single thing that I do not use or plan to use in the coming days. And that's where the money lies. So for example, just to give you an example of this, if you look at the stack of ancient orbs I have right now, it's 109. I've been getting this from just running maps and killing harbingers. And if I price check this, if I sell them for the single price, this will be 9.6 exalteds. Now you have to keep in mind that these are going for 12C each right now, and an exalted is like 130 chaos or something, right? It's pretty crazy. However, I have a huge stack, so I can sell them in a bulk and therefore make more currency out of it. So if I start changing this to say 50 plus and do a search, you can see that for 50 of them I can get 4.4. They're selling for a bit more. It seems to be going for 5 exalteds, gives you 41, so I can probably sell them for a lot more than that, which is pretty crazy in general when you sell things in a bulk. But normally in a league start scenario, you don't have 109 ancient orbs. So what you want to do is you want to check your stash for everything that you can sell. And what's also very important is that you put the items up for sale, because if they're not having a price tag on them, then most likely not going to sell. So in this case, I can look at the divine orbs that I have, and I can see that I'm sitting on 1.3 exaltas worth of divine orbs, probably more in a bulk, but 1.3 exalted. I'm just going to look at single prices right now. 204 sextants, that's 5.1 exalteds just from sextants, and you get these from just running your maps. It's very hard not to make currency with this new Atlas tree. It's pretty crazy. Just running maps will net you so much money, it's crazy. So a lot of people think that your currency or your wealth comes exclusively from your chaos orbs and your exalted orbs, and then having good drops that sells for chaos and exalteds. But in reality, the majority of your currency that you make when you're running maps is in everything but chaos and exalteds in most cases. So with this information, I can look at, for example, the new orbs. I have 454 lesser eldritch ichor, and they're going for 4 to 1 chaos. So that alone is 1.1 exalteds as an example of this. But these are just the generic currency items. So if we're then going to extend this to the other massively dropped items that you get, or what we refer to as bubblegum currency, then we can look into things like divination cards that sells. I'm pretty sure I've dropped a couple of nurses here and there. Just the nurse cards, these are going for 25C each or something like that. Last I checked, I have 2, so I charge a little bit more for them. If I go to my essence tab, now I bought some fear, so I'm not going to look at those. But for example, the deafening essence of contempt that I've gotten, that stack alone is worth 84 chaos. I have a stack of 21 misery, that is 21 chaos. A stack of where's the dread? So I have 16 shrieking essences of dread, that alone is 40 chaos right there. I got another 29 of rage, that's another 1.3 exalted orbs. So just by pricing these things, and if I put them up for sale, they'll sell pretty quickly, and I can just undercut the market, which is what I do on a league launch scenario. I undercut the markets exclusively, and I sell things super quickly, and I build up a bulk of currency that I then invest into profit crafting or currency farming strategies, whatever you want to do. So basically, what you want to do is you want to go through everything that you're not using or planning to use, and then you sell those to get the currency that you're going to use, and then utilize that money. So if you check your stashes, I'm pretty sure you can get tons and tons of currency for things that you didn't even think that you had or bothered to think of that as a currency income for you or as an actual valuable item in your stash. Because most people, they're looking for the big ticket items. I don't know, for example, ES gloves that are crafted. That's 37x. Wow, that's a lot of currency. This is big money. That's how I get rich. Now, you get rich by selling shit like this. Like just the fertile catalyst that I have here. 21 chaos from a stack of 7 of these. It's money. And that's how you build up your currency. Black oils, that's 10 chaos right there. Crimson oils, that's 6.1 chaos. Violet oils, 5 chaos. Delirium orbs, well, I have a simulacrum apparently. 55C. I have a fine delirium orb. That orb alone is 18 chaos. If I were to price this for 17 chaos, it's very likely that it will actually sell during this video. And that's how crazy it is. All you have to do is sell the currency that you have that you're not going to use, and you probably have a ton more than you think you do. To bring this even further, you can look at for example, in Blight, for a Blighted map, here's a Blighted tier 14. This map is 8 chaos. Here's a 16. This map is 12 chaos. And you can just, this just extends further and further. I've been buying a lot of fossils. I can't really check that because that's not something I've dropped. Another example of it could be flasks, for example. Flasks are very profitable early on in the league, especially when it comes to divine life flasks. Let's see if I can actually find one. I don't think I have one around here. I don't. Higher item level divine life flasks. I sold so many of them, and I sold them for 5 chaos each in the start of the league, and then every day they went down as more people started getting them. And I think I sold them for 3 chaos each for almost up to a week into the league. It was crazy how much money you get from just picking up some flasks and selling them. So there's so much currency that you can make from just selling the random bullshit that you have in your stash. And this is how we build up a baseline currency that we then invest into either profit crafting, flipping for those of you like that. But most importantly, for the majority of the people, are investing these things into currency farming strategies that requires investments, such as running a specific Atlas setup that requires scarabs to be used, and all of these processes. And that's basically where the majority of your currency income comes from before you start doing the actual big money runs, which is basically in the form of farming strategies or profit crafting or flipping, like I've been talking about or mentioning a few times already. And when you're running these currency farming strategies, your main source of income is, in more cases than not, more of this type of currency. Not exalted, not chaos orbs. You get an exalted here and there, great, that's great. That's money, of course. Drop some chaos orbs, great, that's money. But the majority of your income comes from other items that you then sell for the currency that you want to use. So I don't want to drag on with this video. I just want to make sure that people understand that they most likely have a ton of currency that they're not utilizing, and then they say, hey, I don't have any currency, I only have an exalt, I only have 200 chaos or whatever they have. But if you just check your stash and put a price on the things that you're not using, you'll probably have tons of currency sitting there doing nothing. They're just going to rot away and end up in standard league when the league ends. Anyways, I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand this process. It's very simple, it's very logical for a lot of you guys out there, but for many of you it might not be. So I hope this video is of use. And this is how I make a baseline currency that I then utilize for profit crafting in a league start scenario. And that's it. That's all I have for you. It's nothing special. Just check what you have and sell it. Because there's so much value in the currency that people seem to be neglecting. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had use of it. And like I said, before I just ended the video, I actually sold the Delirium Orb by simply just putting a price on it. That's 17 chaos right there. Or I got baited. Oh my god. Okay. Fuck you. I actually got baited. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe and keep rocking. Stay safe and keep rocking. And fuck you.